So create data model property. So you want approval list. Click on create a node. So change to page list property, right? So what is your it should come from approval. Save. Okay. That's it. This is one. So what we did, we created one property which is of page list property, and next we have created a data type only which is having ID in it, and what we have to do is we created a approval list as cascading approval. Okay, and now what we do is we'll create decision table. Why decision table? Because in this it is asking decision table here. Okay, so we'll take approval details decision table. Okay, what is the page list property? Approval list property. What is the properties? ID. Do you have decision table matrix here? No. So you have to create a decision table. Okay. What is a decision table? When you have multiple if-when rules, that is if-else rules, you can't write when rule always, right? So to avoid that, you go for a decision table. Decision table will give you a text or a numeric result. Generally, what is a when rule is doing? When rule will give you true or false, but a decision table will give you what? Decision table will give you a numeric result or a text result. Okay, we'll see that how to do that. Decision table is available under decision rule category. So you can see here, right click on this, create decision table, right? Or else directly you can write it there and click on crosshair icon, then you'll get this particular new record for. Click on create a node. Okay, this is how you will see. Can you see if else? So if I here we have tried the property. So let us take one property. We have already a property called as amount. So let us take the property. Save. So I'll write here. If property is 500, then return XYZ. I'll show you how decision table works. Okay, you want another row. So what you can do? You can click on this. So say 1000. So it should return what? It should return ABC. You want another row. Actually, it is 1000. So it is 2000. Then it should okay. 500. It should return Arjun. 1000. It should return Ansari. 2000. It should return Madhu. Okay. 3000. It should return Hima. Otherwise, it should return Ishwar. Okay, let me save this. I want to just show you what is a decision table is. So decision table looks like this. So you can run this. That means unit testing you can do. So click on run. I think my system is not working, right? Yeah, amount. So I'll give amount as 500. Then the return, it should return Arjun. Can you see here return Arjun? So what a decision table will do is, decision table will give you a numeric or a text result. That this particular result you can use anywhere else. Okay, you can use it, right? You can use it somewhere else also, right? So I'll give 1500. There is no 1500, so it should go to Ishwar. Can you see how why it is not? See, it is checking. Yeah, it checked all 500, no, 1000, no, 2000, no, 2000, no. Okay, it checked all and it is giving this. Okay, this is how what is like a decision table works. There is something called as show conflicts and show completeness. Show conflicts means if you write same type of condition again and again, then it will show you conflicts. For example, I am writing here greater than 500 and here also greater than 1000. Generally greater than 500 also 1000 will come. Greater than 1000 also 1000 will come. If I click on show conflicts, can you see these are all are coming as show conflicts, because greater than 500 means 2000 is also greater than 500, 3000 is also going. What is like greater than 500. Okay, so I'll remove this. That is show conflicts. Save. If I click again on this, nothing is there because it's equal amount. Show completeness means it should show, if I'm saying talking about 500, it should also should talk about less than 500 what it is, less than 1000 what it is, greater than 3000 what it is, less than 3000 what it is. So it should talk about these all things, but we are not writing anything of them. So that's why it is showing, means it is giving all completeness of your table. If you are missing one of the condition also, it will say that this condition is missed. So we don't want that. We are just deleting them, just to check whether our decision table is complete, having completeness or not. Okay, save. But actually we do we want this? No, right? We want something called as, if amount is less than or equal to 500, then it should be written to this fellow. If amount is less than or equal to 1000, then it should go to, shall we write greater than? What will write, greater than or less than will write? Let's see, less than. This will write. We'll make it as it is. Okay. But you know, when we are doing this, if you are giving 1000 rupees, 1000 as amount, then 500 is also satisfying, yes or no? Generally in decision table what happens is, if a single row is true, then it will avoid all these rows. Okay, if the first row is true, then it will come out of decision table. If second row is true, it will check first row and it is false, and second row it will check, if it is true it comes out of it. It will not check all the other things. But when I say cascading approval, it should be multiple employees or multiple people. So what you do, go to result tab, select evaluate all those. This is important question in your interviews. How can you make a decision table to uh, evaluate all the rows? Then you have to say that in the result tab, you have to select evaluate all rows. So now in the action you have to say what it is. Okay, so which property you want to take? You want to take approval risk property. Okay, append dot id. Okay, am I writing correct? What I have written? Did you understand what I have written? Okay, I have written this approver list dot of append dot id. Why I am writing this? Because approver list is a page list property. It is not one ID, right? We have so many IDs in it. So that's why you are writing all those things. Okay, means you are writing up append means you have to go to next row also. You have to evaluate that also. We are saying. Okay, so let me give like this. Arjun, Ishwar, say. So let me run this.
I think screen is not sharing.
Achha. So I gave 2000. Can you see approval list 3 it has went? That means it completed 1, it completed 2, it went to 3. Hima. Okay, so if I give you here as only 3000, if I give 3000, then it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see 4? If I give 2000, then it should give, why it is giving 5? Approval list of 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait. Reset. I give 2000. Run again. It is Hima. Actually, it should go to 500, 100, 200. Approval list dot. So whenever you test the decision table, that particular test data will be available in temp underscore. Temp underscore that particular class name. So I'm just expanding this. Seeing approval list. Do we have anything? 1 is Hima, 2 is Ishwar, 3 is Hima. Approval list. So we have saved this particular decision table. So you see this ID, we are writing like this because generally if you want to append, means if you want to check all the list approval list, you have to go with this. Save, action, Run. Reset page 2000. Run again. Yeah, poor list. So it will be him. Evaluate all those should work. This 5000. Is it 5000? No, no. 50 no. Okay. Mhm. Authority matrix. What we do is let us run the case now. Save. Run. Amount 1000. Action. Refresh. Why broken process? Because no routing information is wrong. Because we don't have those three uh, approval list. Okay, we don't have those properties, IDs. 1 second. We have to write the uh, operator's name here. We didn't write the operator's name. So let us create operators. I'll directly do from here. Save as. Save as. I'll do this report. Save as. Action. Sorry. Save as. Evaluate all rows. Select చేసాం. I go for manager. So I'll create another key, another operator ID. Generally, when you create an operator ID, don't forget to update this organizational unit. As we are doing save as, automatically it is coming. I'll create another operator ID also. We need four, at least four operator IDs. So we created three. Last one we'll create. So we'll use the same operator IDs in approval details decision table. So we'll write amount as 2000. We got manager. Okay, so let us go to purchase request, save. I'm checking just whether I'm written right or not. That's it. Save, run. Refresh. So directly to entry manager. 2000 is given to the manager. Okay. Okay. I'll reset this. I'll give 2500. So 2500 is what? Actually, it should be greater than 500 is greater than 25. 25 is greater than 500. True. 1000 also true. 2000 also true. So it given 3 here. Can you see a 3? Okay. If you see in showing clipboard on the temp underscore, sorry, in temp underscore page, you got 3 approvals. So this is cascading approval. One approval should be done by Arjun. Second approval should be done by Ansari. Third approval should be done by manager, because it is evaluating all rows. Actually, it should evaluate only one, right? But as we went to results tab and said evaluate all rows, till true it is evaluating everything. Okay, so if we run this particular run this purchase request, done. I'll give 2500 here. So first it should be Arjun. When I click on refresh this, it should be Arjun. Can you see Arjun? So Arjun is first doing the approval. Then again, it should be approval only. Should be done by Ansari. Ansari, because it is 100. So he is also doing. So approve. And next, actually, when you see a refresh, now manager should done. Manager should do, because it is less than, it is 2000 is less than 2500. So then here your session should stop. Means that particular is stopped. No assignments. Understood cascading approval? So the mistake which we did is what? We didn't add greater than symbol there. Actually, what we want to evaluate all rows, right? So that's why we didn't get that answer. If I don't write that, what happens? If I don't write purchase in the decision, you have seen the change. I don't know whether you have seen or not. When it is approval, it is action. Sorry, when you select evaluate all rows, when you selected, it is written here. But when you selected evaluate all rows, then there is no written. It is only action. Okay, that means everything. Whenever you write evaluate all rows will be evaluating. First, it will check first row, whether it is true or not. It will check. If it is true, then it will relate. Next, again it will go here. But actually, decision table, what happens? Whenever it checks a row is true, it will come out of it. But here decision table is not doing the same, because in the results tab you have evaluate all rows selected. That means all rows you are going to evaluate. This is actually a cascading approval. Okay.